Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am joined with studytube royalty. It's UnJaded Jade.
Hello.
What?
Should I take a bow?
Yeah, oh yeah, please do. So today we wanted to film a video all about university and how to pick the perfect one for you. I am currently at university, as you may know. I'm at Durham University.
Wait, really?
Yeah, have you? I don't know if you've noticed.
Really?
I've got a lot of videos on this channel about that. And Jade is currently going through the applying to university process.
Yes.
So I thought it would be good to kind of bounce off each other, what it's like actually going through it now, what my experience is.
Yeah,
we'll give it our best shot.
I need the tips too, you know, because I've not firmed my uni yet.
There you go, you're welcome. I feel like it's definitely one of those, it's a very hard decision because it's 3 or 4 years of your life, which you, I was going to say, you'll never get it back. That's quite morbid. It's a really exciting and fun time.
They're good advertising for uni. You know?
Yeah, go to uni, you'll never get that time back. So, first of all, you need a course to study.
Yeah.
You need to know that you actually want to go to university and you want to do a specific course. It needs to be something that's going to get you up every single day, and that's going to be your sole focus for that day, for that week, for that month, for that year.
Definitely, and it has to be like a balance of you loving the subject but also having some kind of ability in that subject as well.
Yes.
Don't just do what your parents want you to do.
Yes.
Don't go and do medicine because, you know, your parents are like, go be a doctor, I'm a doctor,
because they're
dentist.
You know, it needs to be something that makes you happy. Also, if you're not sure about a subject, one thing that I found really useful was to go and see at open days, to go and visit different faculties, different departments, and see all of them. Did you have two that you were like debating between?
Well, I actually chose my course quite late.
Right.
So I was never like from an early age like, yes, like this is my
this
course.
is my thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of looked around quite a few random different things. So I looked at business as well, like business management. I also looked at biology and like scientific type courses.
Quite different then.
Quite different. And then veterinary medicine as well, something I was, I know, look at that.
Hang on.
And then kind of when I went to open days, I was like, you know what?
I feel like that's when it clicks.
Yes.
I was really toying between English and history, and I could not decide. I loved both of them so much. It was only really going to the open days where I was like, actually, history really isn't for me. I just wasn't excited by it when they were explaining what the course was like and all the things you had to do.
Mock lectures and things like
I just wasn't excited. Whereas the English department, everything they were saying, I was like, I would love to know more about that.
I was gonna say, if you can find YouTubers or vloggers who are doing your subject and you know they talk about it from their perspective of studying it, that is gold dust. Like, find them, watch them all.
Yeah, making sure that your course is completely perfect is your number one, and then picking a uni that works for you and works with your course is number two. Which brings us on to picking a university. Once you kind of have a rough idea of your subject, league tables are really, really useful.
So you need to kind of look at a lot of reputable different league tables.
Because league tables change as well.
And for subject or just whole university in general, student satisfaction, or you know, there's all these different
Student
factors.
satisfaction is huge. You kind of need to check what people who have been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the cap, what they have to say about it.
I was going to say campus versus city universities. That is a big question as well. That is a big question. And I feel like you find that out just by going to open days.
Yes. What do you think? What's your perspective, like city or campus? What's your thoughts at the moment?
I've always preferred campus.
Okay.
Which is why for me, Bristol's my top choice, but doesn't have a campus. I love the course, it's my favourite course. Yeah. I loved the building, I loved the feel.
Yeah, so nice in Bristol.
But it didn't have a campus, which is why for me it wasn't like straight away like, yes,
I have to go there.
This is the place.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's not like the be all or end all, campus or city.
Yeah.
But it is something that you should really consider.
It does make a difference.
And you won't know until you go look at them.
Yeah, so I go to a city. Well, mine's difficult because it is technically a city university. We don't have one specific campus, but we are collegiate. Sometimes the thing to watch out with campuses is that the campus isn't always in the city or anywhere near the city.
So it's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so like, where is it? I think it's Warwick. I'll edit this out if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Warwick campus is actually in Coventry. It's not in Warwick City at all.
I didn't know that. But you always city uni then?
I really wanted to live in a city. I wanted it to be busy. I wanted you know, it not just to be only students, and that's kind of what I've got with Durham. I can see the cathedral from my bedroom, which is insane. And so I really feel like when I leave there, Durham will be like my city, as in, you know, I'm not going to be the mayor, but I kind of feel like I know it. I feel like I know it. I know where all the good coffee shops are, and that's a really nice thing.
Just saying.
I mean, you know, if YouTube doesn't work out, maybe I'll just drop out of my degree and just be the mayor of Durham. So that's really good for me. Obviously, if you'd prefer to be on a more kind of insular campus, then that's great. They have, you know, bars there and clubs, and you're surrounded by like-minded people at all times, so that is really good. But I
think that's why the collegiate system is so lovely.
That's a nice mix of the two. Yeah.
I mean, that's what kind of attracted me to Oxbridge. We're gonna chat about that one. The dirty word. Yeah. Just that sense of community seemed so lovely.
Yes, that's one of the things that I really liked about it as well. Yeah. And that brings us on to Oxbridge. Shut up.
Coming from 2 Oxford rejects here, you know.
What attracted you to Oxbridge?
Partly, I'm gonna be honest, partly just the reputation.
Yeah, and I think there's no shame in that, because universities, you know, everyone is gonna come out of university with a degree. Hopefully. I'm hoping I'm gonna come out with a degree. Oh god. I mean,
still be the mayor.
Touch wood. But when you say I've got a degree from the University of, you know, sometimes reputation is important, and
it wasn't the main thing.
No, and it seems really shallow, but it is still important. Also, the city, Oxford and Cambridge are beautiful cities.
I mean, for me, I went on the Cambridge summer school. And that was when I first realised that, you know what, I want to apply to Oxbridge. Yeah,
it gives you like a real taste of it, that kind of thing. I loved the course at Oxford, was my main thing. I just loved the course, and obviously the city was beautiful. It was like was an accumulation of things.
The city is so lovely.
But applying to Oxbridge is intense, and you need to be prepared for that.
Yeah, it's emotionally draining.
Oh god, yes. It was amazing, and I was gutted when I didn't get in, but that's fine now, especially now that I'm comfortable and I'm happy, and I feel like Durham was the right place for me to go. Obviously, we can't speak from experience. It's a very different uni experience because I feel like the workload is a lot more intense.
You have to be very academic. Yes. And that sort of has to be your biggest priority in a university.
And that's another thing, sports. If you love sports, check. It's sporting reputation.
Especially when choosing colleges, I'd say that's something.
And like the facilities as well, you know, what do you have available? Is there a gym that you can go to? Is it free? Like those things really do matter. And
accommodation, you should look at that as well.
Accommodation is so important. And so another tip that I would say for open days, take as many pictures as possible.
They all merge into your head, the different open days.
You feel like you would remember, but you just don't. No. It's so overwhelming. The accommodation at one and the accommodation at the other. Especially because it's not like there's just one type of accommodation. There will be so many variables and different things that you can go for at each university. So taking pictures and putting them in folders on your phone, like anything like that.
It's very organised.
I mean, I didn't do it, but especially the thing when it really mattered to me, because when I applied to uni, it was really fresh, but it was when I got my offers and when I knew I was going to Durham, I had no idea. I couldn't remember at all what the rooms looked like in the accommodation. I was completely clueless.
I actually have some films on my little GoPro of when I went to some of the unis with my mum, just like our opinions of the uni on that. I didn't like post it or anything. It was
UnJaded Jade new vlog. We had a page in my notes on my phone that we just added to, and we gave them each a rating. So we gave like accommodation a rating, course a rating, the uni as a whole as a rating, the city as a rating, sports facilities.
And ask questions. Like when you have a campus tour or something,
they are there to help you.
You need to just bombard them.
The thing is, that student volunteered. My friends who helped out at the open day stayed extra time. We all went home at the end of the term, and they stayed for another whole week to help out. So they actually want to be there.
Did you not help out, Jack?
I had things to do. Ask them questions. They want to help you, and
they'll know people doing your course.
Exactly. Yes. Next up, and I'm interested to hear your perspective on this. Catered or self-catered?
Oh yes, okay.
Because I'm catered, but I'm imagining that you will probably be self-catered.
Yes. I mean, as a person who is vegan, I feel like I would save a lot more money being self-catered, because being catered, the options are probably going to be more limited, especially things like breakfast.
The dietary requirements all get kind of shoved into one. So
it'll be a gluten-free,
dairy-free, vegan, everything, like no nuts, all of that stuff will be kind of crammed into one thing, and I think that you would probably struggle, in my opinion.
And also just how you feel about the university after leaving the open day, I think is quite telling.
Oh, you get such a feeling. Yeah. And you have to be picky, you know.
You're
the one paying for it. It's good. It is good to be picky.
So good if you know what you want.
But be open-minded. Listen to what they have to say, and the more open days and things that you, and the more research that you do, you learn more about what you actually are looking for and what you actually want. One thing that I'm interested to hear what your thoughts on is distance.
So I think for me an ideal amount would be like 2.5 hours away. So I want to be close enough that like I can still come home, far enough away that my family can't just come down like every single day.
You don't want to be like popping home for dinner. I was similar. I said about 2 hours maybe would be perfect. I go to a university that if we drove, it would take us 8 hours. On the train it's about 5, maybe 6 on a bad day, and it's absolutely fine. I really thought I would struggle. I thought it was way too far away. I thought Durham, I was like, oh my god, it's so far. When you look at it on a map, I'm like
tracing the distance.
Oh my god. So I've been there 2 terms now. I haven't been home once during the term, which for me works. I like that system of being at uni and then coming home. That doesn't work for everyone. A couple of people go home. My parents came to visit me halfway through the term last term, which was really nice just to remember who they were. One of my regrets is not applying to Edinburgh or St Andrews. Because they are lovely places, and in my head I was like, they're so far away.
One of my regrets is not having a look at Edinburgh because of how far away it was.
In my head, Scotland was so far away. Now that I've been in Durham, it feels like nothing. To go that extra little bit would be fine. So I think that concludes how to pick the perfect uni. You can get through it and you can find the perfect uni for you, and you will be so happy in the place that you end up. Oh, that was nice.
That was more positive, wasn't it? And also, don't think it's ever too early to start looking.
Oh god,
just like, if you're in year 11 and you kind of know the course, why not go have a look?
The open days are free for everyone to go to, so why not? Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to go and subscribe, of course you would like to go and subscribe to UnJaded Jade. I will leave her links in the crotch box down below.
Yeah, there you go.
Go and subscribe. She is absolutely lovely. She makes incredible videos. Honestly, the most helpful videos I think on the whole of the internet. So please go over there and check them out. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel and you're new here,
do it. Yeah,
I'd really
if you're from
appreciate
my channel,
you can
subscribe.
My favourite colour is actually the colour that the sub box goes when you click it. So if you just,
is it?
Yeah, if you just want to go and...
That's really ironic.
You could just go in there, just check that. That'd be...
Yeah, just if you want to see the colour, you know.
Yeah, have you done it? Yeah. Don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it. If you like, I've been Jack Edwards. This has been UnJaded Jade. Hopefully we still will be next time you see us. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
This is UnJaded Jack.
UnJaded Jack! Yes! Finally! Bye. Bye.
Wow.